Hello, good evening. How's everybody doing tonight? Oh, let me fix the lighting here. There we go. Sitting down for another session of Wizardry 7, Crusaders of the Dark Savant. This time we're actually going to cover some new ground. In fact, let's just jump right into it. Last time we played, we spent a little time in New City after completing Monk Harama and the Sunken Cathedral. But now we're going to venture into a new area. I'm not sure quite where we're going to end up yet. Let's see if we can figure it out. All right, let's see. Where are we going to end up tonight? So we had just completed Old City, which is a little mini dungeon here in New City. And we were resting at the monk church, or whatever you want to call it here. But it's time to move on, I think. So we are going to leave New City now. And there's all these little areas here that we haven't explored that the OCD in me really wants to check out. So let's see. North was Orc Ogre Castle, and to the east was Monk Harama. So let's, since we finished up Monk Harama, let's just keep going from here. You know, I'm tempted to do a little swimming here, but I don't think there was really anything here. Trying to think back to, you know, when I used to play this back in the day. Let's use the cable trolley. Zip across the river there. We have some eerie moths here. Nothing big here. These guys are easy at this point. And this is what leads us to Monk Harama, I believe. But I think there's a southern exit, or maybe it's an eastern exit, I don't remember. Southern exit. We've not really done much there, so let's explore that. Sorry about the background noise there. Alright, so let's see what's down this way. After this battle, anyways. It looks like it's Shritus. He's going to ask me if I've killed Rodin Loire. No. That's the task that the terrain gave me when we started this game. When we started this game, we imported our end game from Wizardry 6, and the ending that I achieved just so happens to be the intro to this game where you side with the Terang, and they had given me that task of slaying a Umpani, but of course, you know, after dealing with these guys for a little while, I'm starting to feel like, you know, maybe they're not the right guys to align with. So I still don't know what we're gonna do with that little quest that we've been given. I want to follow the road for a bit. All these little offshoots, I'm so tempted to like explore. What do we have here? 2 skeletons. So this is all new territory. Yeah, this is all new. Some fire crows. So we fought these before. They're not terrible. I'm trying to get a gauge on you know, how difficult our encounters are about to be based on the monsters that we're coming across. And so far, it's nothing, you know, that seems too out of place. There's one down. Oh, so this is something. 2 Xeno Rocketeers. Now, we've seen this model before. At one point, we were, I think, in the wilderness, and one of these girls, like, flew up and said something. But this is the first time we've ever had to fight them. So this could prove to be interesting. Not quite sure where to go with this. Let's just see how tough the encounter is. Blaster Bolt. So sleep doesn't seem to work. Danny's in trouble. All right, we got 1 down. All right, 2 down. Ooh, just in time too, because Danny almost bit the dirt right there. A card. Okay. Interesting. First things first. Let's get Danny healed up. Oh, Trevi leveled up. All right. Yeah, we'll do that. All right. Let's go ahead and cast some healing on Danny here. There we go. And I want to see what this card's all about. Who has the card? Let's see what this thing is. Oops. Unrecognizable. Let's cast this. Identify. A credit card. Interesting. A credit card. Three Komodo dragons. Sounds like that might be no pushover. I'm gonna do, let's do a whirlwind here. We don't do enough whirlwind. Let's do an ice ball level 5. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Shadowcat says, "What's up, everyone?" Hey, Shadow, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. How was your day? Hope everything went good today. We are about to explore a new area. Shadowcat says, "Doing all right. How about you?" I'm doing well, thank you. Gonna see what's south of this monk city that we were in a few days back. So in some uncharted territory here in the game. Just following the road. Settle says, "I was off today, so it was fabulous." So normally I would be off tomorrow. That's my new day off, but this week was a little different because I had some appointments. So I had to do a little switching around. But I have a vacation day Saturday. My wife is participating in a 4K, so... Man, another one of these. Well, the old switcheroony, indeed. Let's do a blades on these guys. And then that ice ball was fantastic last time. Nope, blades did nothing. Shadowcat says, "I love how those look." Yeah, that's pretty cool monster art there, I have to say. For 1991, this was good looking stuff. These little guys are tough, though. Well, we just encountered some. I didn't really rest from after the last encounter. I'll try to put them to sleep. That usually doesn't work too good. We'll hit these with a fireball. All right, Lulu has leveled up. Go ahead and put that into bows there. We really need to get the thieving skills up and better. And Danny has leveled up. Awesome. New spell. Wizard Eye, Spooks, Blink, Conjuration, Shrill Sound, Stink Bomb. I think I'm going to go with Armor Melt. Or Crush. Let's go for Crush. I like the sound of that one. We'll do a little resting here. Just going to do a little manual healing. Then we'll probably do one more round of rest before we proceed on our way. There we go. Sato says, did your days off change any? No, not really. Off Fridays and Sundays now. Instead of Wednesdays. So as far as streaming goes, nothing changes. There we go. That went pretty smooth. Ooh, 2 days together, though. No. I have to work Saturdays, but I'm off Sundays, Fridays and Sundays. So, but still, the weekend is nice. You know, it's easy to plan vacations. So it looks like we're about to enter a new area. I see paved streets. This is a city of some sort, maybe. I thought you said Friday and Saturday. No, Friday and Sunday. Ukpyr, City of Glory. I think this is where I was going to say, I think this is where the Umpani hang out. So this could be potentially interesting because technically I'm aligned with the Terang, who are the enemy of the Umpani. So it might be hostile exchanges here, but it's also an opportunity. It's an opportunity for me to boost my standing with the Umpani. Maybe finally get into the black market. But let's put up some defenses just in case. As you enter the town, a huge Umpani soldier blockades the street and motions for you to halt. So here we go. Shadowcat says Heffalumps. Unauthorized personnel on base. Formation attack. Oh boy. So, yeah. That's not how I wanted that to go. So maybe it's going to be a lot harder to change my affiliation than I thought. I may have no choice but to stay aligned with the Terang. I really didn't want to fight this guy. Something tells me we're going to have a hard time in this town. Let's see. Yeah, Settlecat says, dang, you can't even try to talk to him. I really thought I'd get the opportunity to try. That Whirlwind's kind of a weak spell. So, if they're just going to be hostile, then maybe that Rodin character that I'm supposed to assassinate is actually here. Oh, wow. 4 of those guys now. All right. How are we going to proceed? They've got guns. Let's see. It could go worse. These guys aren't terribly difficult. But they're not exactly pushovers either. We'll try to go this route and try to just finish them off with melee weapons here. Okay. Surveying the occupied city, you had expected to see fallen ruins and crumbling stones. Instead, the Umpani have impressively managed to reconstruct the town after their own fashion, using the same stones that once belonged to this legendary city. How fitting for Ukpyr to be so reborn, and for the Umpani. What an interesting attestment to the undying nature. The only unspoken nagging question at the back of everyone's mind is, what price glory? Umpani Central Humpawammer. The Humpawammer. Mounted to the door is a small gray box. A row of lights on the box blink rhythmically without pattern. Underneath the winking lights, a thin slit serves as inlet. So we've got some different things that we could try. Let's see. I think this control card here was for something in New City, no effect. And then somebody's holding onto a credit card, right? Which I'm sure that's not it. Yeah. Well, I guess we won't know what the Humpawammer is right now. I think I remember what it is. I think it's a teleporter, but IUF Barracks. Guarding his post, an Umpani soldier bars your way. Unauthorized personnel on base. Formation attack. Here we go. Oh, Lord. Oh, boy. Yeah, so every step of the way here, I think, is going to be bad news. So I was always under the belief that you could, increase your standing. Let's try crush. You could balance out the different factions. Maybe not crush. Ooh, wow, that crush was fantastic. 87, but only on one character. So we can expect a fight every step of the way here. That's clear to me. Throw fireball at him. Tough fight, just melee back and forth. There we go. All right, here we go. Now I'm sure there's a fight when we come through the door, right? Earning some decent experience points here. I'm gonna rest up a second. We'll try to enter the barracks. Probably not the smartest thing to do on an enemy base. Let's get our spells back up because we're probably going to need them. Although I don't think these guys really do a lot of magic, we'll still put the magic screen up. Alright. Passing the guard to invade the barracks, a troop of Umpani soldiers spring into action to challenge your unauthorized entry. I wouldn't have expected anything different. Right, but it's no harder than what we've been fighting. Let's do an ice ball on these guys. Alright, we're whittling them down a little bit. I hope. Alright, there we go. One down. Two down. There we go. Found a sword. It's probably one of those Warla blade things. And of course I see a treasure chest. So let's save. What can we do with the chest? 1, 2. Probably toxic gas. Yep, it is toxic gas. 1. Sword, armor, horn, and balls. So that is a gun, right? Quite a few guns, actually. Let me see if I can combine those. Yes. Just doing a little maintenance here. Do a little identification. Powder and shot. Usable by everybody. Usable by everybody, huh? Let's give it to the bard. I guess you use it like an item, huh? Alright, we're going to rest up. And I know there was some armor and stuff in the chest there. I'll try to identify that off camera so we don't take up too much time. I don't think it's anything super special. Maybe I actually will check that here in a minute, just to satisfy my own curiosity. Yeah, let's do it. Who picked that up? A flak jacket. Usable by a fighter, a ranger, a lord. It's a -9 armor class, which I think is better than this breastplate. Yes, it is. Put on a flak jacket. Okay, cool. Our spells up here. So that's the barracks. Settlecat says, I'm always cool with you checking your stuff. It's not boring to me. See, it was worth it. Thank you. More barracks. Unauthorized personnel on base. Formation attack. Actually back up here. Oops, back up. I want to use the Angel's Lute, or the Angel's Horn, rather. Yeah, we'll do a Whirlwind. Not the best spell. Ice Ball. Wonder what'll be in these barracks. Try to get through this fight a little bit faster. I'm curious to see if there's another chest in here. All right. So before I go in, let me just go through items here and let's get rid of some junk that we don't want. Bunch of bananas. It's a healing item. The salted monk meat, well, it's a crap item, we don't need that. And I'm not sure about the monk innards. I think that's junk too. Maybe we'll hold on to it. Pretty sure I remember that the salted monk meat is no use. I seem to remember the characters might actually even get sick if they try to eat it. I'm not sure what the bonsai tree is for, but let's go in. Passing the guard, they spring into action. Okay, so same as the last barracks, except I do not see a chest in this one. But this is just 2 armsmen, not a big deal. I don't even think we're going to use magic attacks here. This hack and slash is slow going, but it's fairly steady. Fairly uneventful. These guys don't seem to really pose a major threat to the party. Maybe we can finish them off here in the third round. There we go. Yeah, nothing here. Ah. Random glow moth. I think you're not here the night, Shadowcat, that we fought Godzilla. There was a character who summoned a Godzilla to fight us, and it absolutely decimated the party. We never could defeat it. We had to get lucky and fight the guy and hope he didn't summon Godzilla. Firing range. It was a little wizard guy, and he summoned Godzilla, was the name. Alright, here we go. Let's go into the firing range. A tallish brute of an Umpani is busy rubbing down a long-barreled instrument with a piece of soft hide, polishing until perfection. As you enter, he glances up and then carefully sets the ominous-looking object down in his chair and stands up to face you. Intruder alert. Sound the alarm. Lieutenant Gromo. So this might be tough. We have straight up invaded the firing range. And here's a ranking member. So, we're going to give these Umpani armsmen here a little bit of everything we got. Knock them out of the way so we can focus on the lieutenant. I guess at this point I've just decided to be full-on enemies with the Umpani. Lieutenant Graumo doesn't seem to be playing around. He's got a blunderbuss. And let's magic missile him this time. A Rhinoblade. Tell you what, he's tough, but we got him. Down he goes. And we know the armsmen at this point are going to be no big deal. Okay, so what treasures await us in the firing range? This might be a Rhinoblade. It's locked. So let's save. Let's try to pick the lock. There's no picking that lock. Let's try a magic spell. Knock, knock. No, it's jammed. Let's try this. Jammed. Hmm. Yeah, no chance to pick, no chance to force. We'll have to come back here. Hopefully we'll find a key or something. I'm going to rest up for a second. We rested up here, and now we're going to get our spells back up and running. Not even worried about magic screen at this point. None of these guys have shown any magic proficiency. This looks like the way out of town. Yes. Danny says, oh no, I'm late. So Danny, we're just exploring a new city, a hostile city actually. It's the base of the Umpani. That's the rhino-looking men. And there was really no dealing with them. They didn't want anything to do with us. It was attack on sight. So we're now just making our way through their base and just attacking at almost every step. I really thought maybe we'd be able to change our side and end up siding with them over the course of the game, but it seems like that's not going to be the case. So we've embraced them as our enemy now. At least I have. And we're just going to see what happens. We were given that task at the very beginning to assassinate that one. So I guess that's the name of the game. As you enter the town, a huge Umpani soldier blockades the street and motions for you to halt. This is what happened when we entered from the other side. And he's just going to attack. Unauthorized personnel on base. This will be an easy little fight, though. We've learned that these armsmen, while they're stout, they're not particularly lethal. So we can hack and slash our way through a fight with up to 3 of them easily. Man, every step, come on. Every step of the way. Sado, I was just thinking, we need to play Burrow Force again soon. That was fun that night. More barracks. Lots of barracks on the space. Let's give these guys a fireball, just to help speed it along. And of course, there'll be another fight as soon as we enter the barracks. And I don't see a chest or anything on the floor here like we saw in the first one, which is a shame. Alright, so this time I want to try something. Lulu is holding on to this gun here. Let's see what it does. I fumbled with it. So perhaps we're not proficient with the weapon. We're going to keep trying it though. Practice makes perfect. Excuse me. There we go. So I'm trying to remember. The first time we use this item, does that unlock a new category when you level up? I can't seem to recall. But for some reason that sounds right. I guess we'll find out eventually. When I say category, I mean like a new place to put your points into. I think maybe when you side with the Impani, you can actually improve your firing skill at that range back there. It's been so long. I've always sided with them in the past. I've never been the opposition to the Impani when I've played this game before. So this is sort of a new experience for me. More barracks. I want to keep fumbling with this gun. Just want to see if anything ever happens with it. I noticed it's not consuming any of the ammo, so I think my character just doesn't even have a clue what to do with it. So trying to use it may be pointless. Excuse me. So I guess we'll fight like normal. Alright, let's get ready for another fight when we walk in the barracks. Oh, there's a chest on this one. Right there. Let's try to irritate them. So the irritation seems to work well on them. They're missing most of their attacks. Oh, man. Again, I apologize. Sleepy today. I feel like we'll be ending the stream here soon. All right. Let's see what's in... Oops, Claire leveled up. New monk spell. Dazzling lights. Let's learn that one. Alright, so now let's see what's in this chest. Oh, we set it off right out of the gate. Good lord. Dagger. Some sort of armor. A weapon. Now that looks like a blunderbuss, maybe. More horn and balls. Musket. So let's see what we can do with some of this stuff. Powder and shot, yeah. So, who had that? Lulu? That's the musket. Let's give that to Lulu. And who had a funny looking armor? Flak vest. Can be worn by a fighter, a ranger, a Valkyrie, a lord, or a samurai. So we're good right now. All right. Just because I'm nosy, I want to see what else is down here before we call it a night. So it's going to be something. Supply depot. And there's no guard. So let's rest. This could be a cool place. Let's do a little manual healing before we go in. Let's get all of our regular spells up. Let's just run in like we own the place. Oh, look. The guy's behind a window. Guards. Sergeant Kabam. Oh, wow. So we have 2 Umpani troopers, 4 Umpani troopers, and a Xeno Rocketeer. We fought a Xeno Rocketeer on the way here. So these are troopers. These aren't armsmen, which makes me think these guys are going to be a little tougher. So let's do some big spells. Big Blade. Big Fireball. All right. Wow, they take quite a beating before they go down. So Sadow's going to go back and cast another Blades. Danny's going to do another Fireball on these 4. But they take quite a few hits before they go down. Tough. Very tough. There goes 1. That's 2 down so far in the fight, I think. Alright, we're going to have to... Sadow's going to have to switch it up and start doing some healing. Alright. So we're going to switch our attention. Sadow is going to heal wounds for Danny. Danny's going to switch it up to an ice ball on these guys. There we go. That hits very nicely, actually. Come on, Trevi. There we go. There we go. Which is going to leave us with the Rocketeer, I think. Nope, still have one trooper left. So when we fought these Rocketeers earlier, they weren't terrible. But she ran away. 41,000 experience points for that. Very nice. And Kyler has leveled up. Alright, so what now? Let's heal before we do anything else. Stop. Kyler's suffering here. Let's get Lulu healed. Actually throw a little bit on Trevi. I think Claire's got healing also. That's good enough to get started. Let's see what's in here. A locked door. And I bet we can't even come close, can we? Nope. These Impani doors are pretty tough. It's jammed. Good lord, no getting in there. Oh, so every time we walk past this guy, he calls for help. Good heavens. Well, I do think this is where I'm going to end it tonight. We saved right after the fight, and I don't feel like going through this again. But I'm going to go ahead and end it here. And tomorrow, well, actually, no, tomorrow's Friday, so Sunday, when we play again, we'll continue to explore this base. We'll see if we can't find Rodin Loire and maybe go ahead and complete that quest to assassinate him. And then we'll go from there. Maybe we'll head back to the Terrain base after that and see, what rewards might await us after completing that goal. But Sato and Denny, thanks for tuning in tonight and hanging out. Interesting one tonight. Normally when I'm on this base, when I've played this game in the past, everybody's friendly, everybody's giving you items, everybody's giving you, training and certain things. But this time around, we're the hostiles. So it's attack, attack, attack. It's a different experience than what I'm used to. Sato Cat says, good night, everyone. Good night, guys, and I will see you this weekend.